mở ở đây.
Giờ đang mở qua mít rồi thầy. Bây giờ thầy bật luôn đi.
Bật luôn, ok. Ok, chỉnh trong phải không?
In gratitude we offer this incense throughout space and time to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May it be fragrance as earth herself, reflecting careful efforts, wholehearted awareness, and the fruit of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true home. The one who bows and the one who is bowed to are both by nature empty. Therefore, the communication between them is inexpressibly perfect. Our practice center is the net of Indra, reflecting all Buddhas everywhere. And with my person in front of each Buddha, I go with my whole life for refuge. Offering light in the 10 directions, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, to whom we bow in gratitude. Teaching and living the way of awareness in the very midst of suffering and confusion. Shakyamuni Buddha, the fully enlightened one, to whom we bow in gratitude. working mindfully, working joyfully for the sake of all beings. Samanta Bhadra, the Bodhisattva of great action, to whom we bow in gratitude. Sharing the art of mindful living, founder of the Plum Village tradition, our teacher, Master Trần Quang Nhất Hạnh, to whom we bow in gratitude. Showing the way fearlessly and compassionately, the streams of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude.
Dear community, we ask that those of us sitting at the front of each row, if there is a stack of green text, please pass them out. We might not have enough for everyone, so we apologize for that. We will chant the opening verse and the Heart Sutra together.
The insight that brings us to the other shore. Avalokiteshvara, while practicing deeply with the insight that brings us to the other shore, suddenly discover that all of the five skandhas are equally empty, and with this realization he overcame all ill being. Listen, Shariputra, this body itself is emptiness, and emptiness itself is this body. This body is another. And emptiness is not other than this body. The same is true of feelings, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Shariputra, of phenomena bear the mark of emptiness. The true nature is the nature of the world. No death, no being, no not being, no defilement, no purity, no increasing, no decreasing. That is why in emptiness, body, feelings, perception, mental formations, and consciousness are not separate self-entities. The 18 realms of phenomena, which are the 6 sense organs, 6 sense objects, and 6 consciousnesses, are also not separate self-entities. The 12 links of interdependent arising and their extinction are also not separate self-entities. Ill being, the causes of ill being, the end of ill being, the path, insight, and attainment are also not separate self-entities. Whoever can see this no longer needs anything to attain. go in their mind, they can overcome all fear, destroy all wrong perceptions, and realize perfect nirvana. All Buddhas in the past, present and future, by practicing the insight that brings us to the other shore, are capable of attaining authentic and perfect enlightenment. Therefore, Shariputra, it should be known that the insight that brings us to the other shore is a great mantra, most illuminating mantra, the highest mantra, a mantra beyond compare, the true wisdom that has the power to put an end to all kinds of suffering. Therefore, let us proclaim a mantra to praise the insight that brings us to the other shore. Gate, gate, paragate, arasamgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, paragate, arasamgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, paragate, arasamgate, bodhisattva.
Now we would like to invite the representative and the ordinees, so please stand up. Anh Kỳ đọc cái phần trước của anh Kỳ. Đọc phần trước, xong mới lại.
Namo Sakya Munaye Buddhaya. Dear respected teacher, dear noble Sangha, please listen to us with compassion. We would like to make a formal request.
Please touch the earth one time with the sound of the bell. Place your cushion to the sides. Please stand with your palms joined.
Namo Sakya Munaye Buddhaya. Dear respected teacher, dear noble Sangha, we recognize that we're very fortunate. We have received a lot of merit from our blood ancestors and spiritual ancestors. And thanks to this, we have had a chance to receive and practice the 5 mindfulness trainings. The path of the practice of the training has helped our love and understanding to grow, bringing transformation, healing and joy to ourselves and those around us. We have understood how valuable it is on this path to have a Sangha. Without the Sangha, how could we have been able to continue this beautiful practice in our daily life? If we flow with our Sangha as a river, we know we can reach the ocean of liberation. We would like to embrace the Sangha's career as our own. In the past year, we have come together once a month to study the 14 mindfulness trainings. We have participated regularly in mindfulness days and retreats organized by our local Sangha or Plum Village. Today, with all our heart, we inspire to receive the 14 precious training of the Order of Interbeing. We understand clearly that following this path, we are in the company of bodhisattvas, and that every moment can be a moment of happiness. With our local Sangha's support, we humbly ask our dear spiritual ancestors and noble Sangha to accept our request and to transmit to us the 14 trainings of the Order of Interbeing.
Thầy and Mahasangha, we are very happy to accept your request. You are very fortunate to have discovered such a wonderful path and to have the opportunity to commit yourself to it. Your most beautiful task is to build a Sangha that can be a place of refuge for many people. This is what the Buddha did his whole life. Following this path, you continue the Buddha's career, the Buddha and all the Bodhisattvas will support you.
We thank you, dear respected teacher, and dear noble Sangha, for accepting our request. We will follow your precious advice with all our heart.
Please touch the earth 2 more times with the sound of the bell. Please be seated. Sangha Karman procedure. Has the entire community assembled?
The entire community has assembled.
Is there harmony in the community?
Yes, there is harmony.
What is the reason for the community assembling today?
The community has assembled to perform the Sangha Karman of transmitting the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing.
Noble community of interbeings, please listen. Today, April 27th, 2025, has been chosen as the day to transmit the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. The community has assembled at the appointed time and is ready to transmit and receive the 14 mindfulness trainings in an atmosphere of harmony. Thus, the transmission can proceed. Such is the proposal. Is the proposal clear and complete?
Clear and complete. Dear Ordinary, please stand up. This is the time to practice the 4 gratitudes. On hearing the sound of the bell after the recitation of each line, please, in English and Vietnamese, please touch the earth one time.
In gratitude to our Mother and Father who have given us life, we bow deeply before the 3 jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tớ mang ơn cha mẹ sinh thành, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trụ trong 10 phương. Please touch the earth.
In gratitude to our teachers who have shown us the way to love, understand and live deeply the present moment, we bow deeply before the 3 jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tớ mang ơn sư trường giáo huấn, cúi đầu kính lễ tam bảo thường trụ trong 10 phương.
In gratitude to our friends who guide and support us, especially in difficult moments, we bow deeply before the 3 jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tớ mang ơn bằng hữu và các bậc thiện tri thức đã tác thành cho cúi đầu kính lễ tam bảo thường trụ trong 10 phương.
In gratitude to all beings in the animal, plant, and mineral worlds, we bow deeply before the three jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tử mang ơn mọi loài chúng sanh, cây cỏ và đất đá, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trụ trong 10 phương.
Please be seated.
Today, the community has gathered to give spiritual support to our friends who will undertake to receive and observe the 14 mindfulness trainings of the order of interbeing and enter the core community of the order of interbeing. Dear Ordinee, please listen, following in the step of the Bodhisattva as your teachers and your companions on the path. You have made the aspiration to receive, observe the mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. You have given rise to the seed of bodhicitta, the mind of love. You have made the aspiration to develop the seed, your own awakening and liberation, as well as the liberation and awakening of all other pieces, have now become your highest career. Dear community, let us establish our mindfulness by enjoying our breathing so that we may be truly present and give support to the seed of the bodhicitta, the mind of love, in the ordinees. With our support, they will develop this seed solidly and courageously so that it will become indestructible. This is a solemn moment for receiving the 14 mindfulness trainings of the order of interbeing. Listen carefully with a clear and concentrated mind to each mindfulness training as it is read, and answer, yes, I do, clearly. Every time you see that you have the intention and capacity to receive, study, and practice the mindfulness training have been read. Ordinees, are you ready? These then are the 14 mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. The first mindfulness training, openness.
Please join your palms. Aware of the suffering created by fanaticism and intolerance, we are determined not to be idolatrous about or bound to any doctrine, theory, or ideology, even Buddhist ones. We are committed to seeing the Buddha's teachings as guiding means that help us develop our understanding and compassion. They are not doctrines to fight, kill, or die for. We understand that fanaticism in its many forms is the result of perceiving things in a dualistic and discriminative manner. We will train ourselves to look at everything with openness and the insight of interbeing in order to transform dogmatism and violence in ourselves and in the world.
This is the first mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? Yes. Please bow when you hear the sound of the bell. The second mindfulness training, non-attachment to views.
Of the suffering created by attachment to view and wrong perception, we are determined to avoid being narrow-minded and bound to present view. We are committed to learning and practicing non-attachment to view and being open to others' experience and insight in order to benefit from the collective wisdom. Insight is revealed through the practice of compassionate listening, deep looking, and letting go of notion rather than through accumulation of intellectual knowledge. We are aware that the knowledge that we presently possess is not changeless absolute truth. Truth is found in life, and we observe life within and around us in every moment, ready to learn throughout our lives.
This is the second mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The third mindfulness training, freedom of thought.
Aware of the suffering brought about when we impose our views on others, we are determined not to force others, even our children, by any means whatsoever, such as authority, threat, money, propaganda, or indoctrination, to adopt our views. We are committed to respecting the right of others to be different, to choose what to believe and how to decide. We will, however, learn to help others let go of and transform narrowness through loving speech and compassionate dialogue.
This is the third mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The fourth mindfulness training, taking care of suffering.
Aware that looking deeply at the nature of suffering can help us develop understanding and compassion. We are determined to come home to ourselves, to recognize, accept, embrace, and listen to our own suffering with the energy of mindfulness. We will do our best not to run away from our suffering or cover it up through consumption, but practice conscious breathing and walking to look deeply into the root of our suffering. We know we can realize the path leading to transformation of suffering only when we understand deeply the root of suffering. Once we have understood our own suffering, we will be able to understand the suffering of others. We are committed to finding ways, including personal contact and using telephone, electronic, audiovisual or other means to be with those who suffer, so that we can help them transform the suffering into compassion, peace, and joy.
This is the fourth mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practices? The fifth mindfulness training, compassionate, healthy living.
Aware that true happiness is rooted in peace, solidity, freedom, and compassion. We are determined not to accumulate wealth while millions are hungry and dying, nor to take as the aim of our life fame, power, wealth, or sensual pleasure, which can bring much suffering and despair. We will practice looking deeply into how we nourish our body and mind with the four kinds of nutriments, namely edible foods, sense impressions, volition, and consciousness. We are committed not to gamble or to use alcohol, drugs, or any other products which bring toxins into our own and the collective body and consciousness, such as certain websites, electronic games, music, TV programs, films, magazines, books, and conversations. We will consume in a way that preserves compassion, peace, joy, and good health in our bodies and consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of our families, our society, and the earth.
This is the fifth mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The sixth mindfulness training, taking care of anger.
Aware that anger blocks communication and creates suffering, we are committed to taking care of the energy of anger when it arises, recognizing and transforming the seeds of anger that lie deep in our consciousness. When anger manifests, we are determined not to do or say anything, but to practice mindful breathing or mindful walking to acknowledge, embrace, and look deeply into our anger. We know that the root of anger are not outside of ourselves, but can be found in our wrong perception and the lack of understanding of the suffering in ourselves and others. By contemplating impermanence, we'll be able to look with the eyes of compassion at ourselves and at those we think are the cause of our anger, and to recognize the preciousness of our relationship. We will practice right diligence in order to nourish our capacity of understanding, love, joy, and inclusiveness, gradually transform our anger, violence, and fear, and helping others do the same.
This is the sixth mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The seventh mindfulness training, dwelling happily in the present moment.
Aware that life is available only in the present moment, we are committed to training ourselves to live deeply each moment of daily life. We will try not to lose ourselves in dispersion or be carried away by regrets about the past, worries about the future, or craving, anger, or jealousy in the present. We will practice mindful breathing to be aware of what is happening in the here and the now. We are determined to learn the art of mindful living by touching the wondrous, refreshing, and healing elements that are inside and around us in all situations. In this way, we will be able to cultivate seeds of joy, peace, love, and understanding in ourselves, thus facilitating the work of transformation and healing in our consciousness. We are aware that true happiness depends primarily on our mental attitude and not on external conditions, and that we can live happily in the present moment simply by remembering that we already have more than enough conditions to be happy.
This is the seventh mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Committed to training ourselves in the practice of compassionate listening and loving speech, knowing that true community is rooted in inclusiveness and in the concrete practice of the harmony of views, thinking, and speech. We will practice to share our understanding experiences with members in our community in order to arrive at a collective insight. We are determined to learn to listen deeply without judging or reacting, or refrain from uttering words that can create discord or cause the community to break. Whenever difficulty arises, we will remain in our Sangha and practice looking deeply into ourselves and others to recognize all the causes and conditions, including our own habit energy that have brought about the difficulties. We will take responsibility for the way we may have contributed to the conflict and keep communication open. We will not behave as a victim, but be active in finding ways to reconcile, resolve our conflict, however small.
This is the eighth mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The ninth mindfulness training, truthful and loving speech.
Aware that words can create happiness or suffering, we are committed to learning to speak truthfully, lovingly, and constructively. We will use only words that inspire joy, confidence, and hope, as well as promote reconciliation and peace in ourselves and among other people. We will speak and listen in a way that can help ourselves and others to transform suffering and see the way out of difficult situations. We are determined not to say untruthful things for the sake of personal interest or to impress people, nor to utter words that might cause division or hatred. We will protect the happiness and harmony of our Sangha by refraining from speaking about the faults of other persons in their absence, and always ask ourselves whether our perceptions are correct. We will speak only with the intention to understand and help transform the situation. We will not spread rumors, nor criticize or condemn things of which we are not sure. We will do our best to speak out about situations of injustice, even when doing so may cause difficulties for us or threaten our safety.
This is the ninth mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The 10 mindfulness training, protecting and nourishing the Sangha.
Aware that the essence and aim of the Sangha is realization of understanding and compassion, we are determined not to use the Buddhist community for personal power or profit, or to transform our community into a political instrument. As a member of a spiritual community, we should nonetheless take a clear stand against oppression and injustice. We should strive to change the situation without taking side in a conflict. We are committed to learning to look with the eyes of interbeing and to see ourselves and others as cells in our Sangha body. As a true cell in the Sangha body, generating mindfulness, concentration, and insight to nourish ourselves and the whole community. Each of us is at the same time a cell in the Buddha body. We will actively build siblinghood, flow as a river, and practice to develop the three real powers, understanding, love, and cutting through afflictions to realize collective awakening.
This is the 10 mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The 11th mindfulness training, right livelihood.
Aware that great violence and injustice have been done to our environment and society, we are committed not to live with a vocation that is harmful to humans and nature. We will do our best to select a livelihood that contributes to the well-being of all species on Earth and helps realize our ideal of understanding and compassion. Aware of economic, political, and social realities around the world, as well as our interrelationship with the ecosystem, we are determined to behave responsibly as consumers and as citizens. We will not invest in or purchase from companies that contribute to the depletion of natural resources, harm the earth, or deprive others of their chance to live.
This is the 11th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The 12th mindfulness training, reverence for life.
Aware that much suffering is caused by war and conflict, we are determined to cultivate non-violence, compassion, and the insight of interbeing into our daily life and promote peace education, mindful mediation, and reconciliation within families, community, ethnic and religious groups, nations, and in the world. We are committed not to kill and not to let others kill. We will not support any act of killing in the world, in our thinking, or in our way of life. We will diligently practice deep looking within our Sangha to discover a better way to protect life, prevent war, and build peace.
This is the 12th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 13th mindfulness training, generosity.
Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, We are committed to cultivating generosity in our way of thinking, speaking, and acting. We will practice loving kindness in working for the happiness of people, animals, plants, and minerals, and sharing our time, energy, and material resources with those who are in need. We are determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. We will respect the property of others, but will try to prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other beings.
This is the 13th mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it? The 14th mindfulness training, true love.
For lay member, aware that sexual desire is not love and that sexual relations motivated by craving cannot dissipate the feeling of loneliness, but will create more suffering, frustration, and isolation. We are determined not to engage in sexual relations without mutual understanding, love, and a deep long-term commitment. We resolve to find spiritual support for the integrity of our relationships from family members, friends, and Sangha with whom there is support and trust. We know that to preserve the happiness of ourselves and others, we must respect the right and commitment of ourselves and others. Recognizing the diversity of human experience, we are committed not to discriminate against any form of gender identity or sexual orientation. Seeing that body and mind are interrelated, we are committed to learn appropriate ways to take care of our sexual energy and cultivating loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness for our own happiness and the happiness of others. We must be aware of future suffering that may be caused by sexual relations. We will treat our body with compassion and respect. We are determined to look deeply into the four nutriments and learn ways to preserve and channel our virtual energy, sexual, breath, spirit for realization of our bodhisattva ideal. We will do everything in our power to protect children from sexual abuse and to protect couple and family from being broken by sexual misconduct. We will be fully aware of responsibility of bringing new lives into the world and will meditate regularly upon their future environment.
This is the 14th mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. Do you make commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
Ordination. You have just received the 14th mindfulness training of the order of interbeing. You have taken the first step on the path of the Bodhisattva, the path of great understanding of the Bodhisattva Manjushri, and put an end to countless wrong perception, prejudice, and discrimination. The path of great compassion of the Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, who love, value, and protect the life of all pieces, and listen deeply to the cry of all pieces, far and near, in order to help them. The path of great action Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, who take every opportunity to create love, understanding, harmony in the world. The Buddha and the Bodhisattva will be with you on your path of the practice. When you hear the sound of the bell, please stand up, touch the earth 3 times to show your gratitude to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha.
Please stand up. So please be seated.
Congratulations, everyone, especially Grandma and Grandpa.
Certificate of Ordination. The great way of reality is the pure ocean of the true nature. The source of mind has penetrated everywhere. From the roots of virtue springs the tradition of compassion. Vinaya, Samadhi, and Prajna. The nature and function of all three is one. The fruit of transcendent wisdom can be realized by being wonderfully together. Maintain and transmit the wonderful principle in order to make known the true teaching. For the realization of true emptiness to be possible, wisdom and action have to arise together. This is to certify that Ronnie Van Coogan has received the 14 mindfulness trainings and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing, Deep Hing, and belongs to the 44th generation of the Lamte Dhyana school and the 10th generation of the Liu Kuan Dharma line, with a lineage name Gentle Clarity of the Heart, Dharma name Zheng Feng Bi, True Fragrance of Compassion. The ordination was conducted on the 27th day of April in the year 2025 at Blue Cliff Monastery, New York, with the spiritual support of the International Plum Village Dharma Teacher Council, represented by Bhikshu Thich Pháp Ấn and Bhikshuni Thích Nữ Chân Không of the 43rd generation of the Lamte Linchi Dhyana School and the 9th generation of the Liu Kuan Dharma line. Renee, mình chuyển xuống gần cho họ khỏi phải đi nhiều. This is to certify that Meredith Watts has received the 14 mindfulness trainings and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name Soft-Spoken Inspiration of the Heart. Dharma name Zheng Phương Ý, True Fragrance of Mind. Chuyển xuống dưới luôn, ông ngồi ở dưới. This is to certify that David Elliott has received the 14 mindfulness trainings and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Awakening Strength of the Source. Dharma name, Chân Phương Đức, True Fragrance of Virtue. David Elliott. This is to certify that Larry Raphael has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Smiling River of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Sa, True Fragrance of Inclusiveness. Larry. This is to certify that Stephen Conlon has received the 14 mindfulness trainings and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Forgiving Acceptance of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Ngộ, True Fragrance of Realization. This is to certify that Julia Gruel has received the 14 mindfulness trainings and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Graceful Lotus of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Hải, True Fragrant Ocean. This is to certify that Jane Allen has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Deep Mountain of the Source. Dharma name, Chân Phương An, True Fragrance of Peace. This is to certify that Christopher Cannon has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Continuing Purification of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Nhẫn, True Fragrance of Perseverance. This is to certify that Kathleen Bardin has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Awakening Peace of the Heart. Chân Phương Ân, Dharma name, True Fragrance of Grace. This is to certify that Brian Englander has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Radiant Refuge of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Định, True Fragrance of Concentration. This is to certify that Tavis Linson has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Courageous Presence of the Heart. Dharma name, Chân Phương Tấn, True Fragrance of Diligence. This is to certify that Claire Denise has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Joyful Understanding of the Heart. Dharma name, Zheng Feng Lek, True Fragrance of Strength. This is to certify that Adam Kessler has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Awakened Direction of the Source. Dharma name, Zheng Feng Tam, True Fragrant Heart.
Certificat d'ordination. La grande voie de la réalité est l'océan de notre nature véritable. La source de l'énergie pénètre tout. La pratique de la compassion jaillit des racines de l'intégrité. Précepte, concentration, vision profonde, la fonction des trois n'est qu'une. Le fruit de la sagesse transcendante est réalisé par la merveille d'être ensemble. Maintenez vivant et transmettez le sublime principe pour révéler le véritable enseignement, pour que la vraie vacuité puisse être réalisée. Sagesse et action doivent aller de pair. Ce certificat présent atteste que Yves Tremblay a été ordonné comme membre de la communauté de l'inter-être, appartient à la 43e génération de l'école de Dhyana Lamte, Linchi, et la 10e génération de la lignée du Dharma Liu Quang. Nom de lignée, fleur compatissant du cœur. Nom du Dharma, Kyung Fung Dia, vrai parfum de la terre. True fragrance of the earth. Cette organisation a été conduite le 27 avril de l'année 2025 au monastère de Blue Cliff avec le soutien spirituel du Conseil international des enseignants du Dharma du village de Prunier, représenté par le Bhikshu Thích Pháp Ấn et Bhikshuni Thích Nữ Chân Không, de la 43e génération de l'école de Dhyana Lamte, Linchi, et de la 9e génération de la lignée du Dharma Liu Quang, Yves Tremblay. Certificat d'ordination. Ce certificat présent atteste que Vanya Videnova a été ordonnée comme membre de la communauté de l'inter-être, appartient à la 43e génération de l'école de Dhyana Lamte, Linchi, et à la 10e génération de la lignée du Dharma Liu Quang. Nom de lignée, guérison profonde du cœur. Nom du Dharma, Kyung Fung Tap, vrai parfum de la pratique. True perfume of the practice. Cette ordination a été conduite le 27 avril de l'année 2025 au monastère de Blue Cliff, avec le soutien spirituel du Conseil international des enseignants du Dharma du village de Prunier, représentant par Bhikshu Thích Pháp Ấn et Bhikshu Thích Nữ Chân Không, de la 43e génération de l'école de Dhyana Lamte, Linchi, et la 9e génération de lignée du Dharma Liu Quang. Vanya. Certificat d'ordination. Ce certificat présent atteste que Marjolaine Tremblay a été ordonnée comme membre de la communauté de l'inter-être, appartient à la 43e génération de l'école de Dhyana Lamte Linchi et la 10e génération de lignée du Dharma Liu Quang, nom de lignée ruisseau fidèle du cœur, nom du Dharma Chân Phương Tịnh, vrai parfum de la pureté. Cette ordination a été conduite le 25 avril de l'année 2025 au monastère de Blue Cliff avec le soutien spirituel du Conseil international des enseignants du Dharma du village de Prunier, représenté par Bhikshu Thích Trần Pháp Ấn et Bhikshuni Thích Nữ Trần Không de la 43e génération de l'école de Linchi et de la 9e génération de lignée du Dharma Liu Quang. Marjolaine.
This is to certify that Quan Ping Chu has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Playful Freedom of the Source. Dharma name, Chân Phương Yak, True Fragrance of Awakening. This is to certify that Charles Yule has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Awakening Courage of the Source. Dharma name, Chân Phương Hỷ, True Fragrance of Joy.
Điệp hồi giới, đường lớn thực tại, biến thể tinh tính trong, nguồn tâm thấm khắp, gốc đức vuông trồng, giới định cùng tuệ, thể dụng viên thông, quả trí siêu việt, hiểu thấu nên công, truyền dự lý màu, tuyên dương chính tông, hành giải song song, đạt ngộ chân không. Nay chứng nhận, cô Phan Bích Ngọc đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào chúng của chủ trì của dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liều Quán với pháp danh Tâm Huyền Tĩnh, pháp tự Chân Phương Từ, True Fragrance of Loving Kindness. Lễ truyền giới được cử hành ngày 27 tháng 4 năm 2025 tại Tu viện Bích Nham, New York với sự hộ niệm của hai vị đại diện cho Hội đồng Giáo thọ Làng Mai Quốc tế, Tỳ kheo Thích Chân Pháp Ấn, Tỳ kheo Ni Thích Nữ Chân Không, thuộc thế hệ thứ 43 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 9 của phái Liều Quán. Nay chứng nhận Nguyễn Hữu Tú đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào chủ trì của dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liều Quán với pháp danh Nguyên Viên Thành, pháp tự Chân Phương Lâm, True Fragrant Forest. Nay chứng nhận Nguyễn Quang đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào dòng chúng chủ trì của dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liều Quán với pháp danh Nguyên Hạnh Trí, pháp tự Chân Phương Sơn, True Fragrant Mountain. Nay chứng nhận Huỳnh Ngô Thị Phương Dung đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào chúng của chủ trì dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liệu Quán với pháp danh Nguyên Linh Thú, pháp tự Chân Phương Văn, Chu Faken Cloud.
This is to certify that Michael Hoffner has been ordained as a member of the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Lineage name, Harmony of the Source. Dharma name, Zheng Feng Nim, True Fragrance of Mindfulness.
Nay chứng nhận Phan Thị Kim Thiện đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào chúng của chủ trì của dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liệu Quán với pháp danh Tâm Diệu Hỷ, pháp tự Chân Phương Hòa, True Fragrance of Harmony. Nay chứng nhận Hồ Đăng Tài đã thọ 14 giới tiếp hiện và gia nhập vào chúng chủ trì của dòng tu tiếp hiện và thuộc thế hệ thứ 44 của Tông Lâm Tế và thế hệ thứ 10 của phái Liệu Quán với pháp danh Nguyên Đức, pháp tự Chân Phương Tuệ, True Fragrance of Insight.
Again, congratulations everyone. Grandma, Grandpa. And please, dear Sangha, please draw your palm. We will closing matters.
Transmitting the trainings, practicing the way of awareness, give rise to benefit without limit. We vow to share the fruit with all beings. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teachers, friends, and numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path.
So, good morning, dear respected Thầy, dear Venerable, dear brothers and sisters, and dear friends. Please pass up the sheet, the 14 mindfulness sheet, and also the hot Sutra sheet up to the front. And then after this, we will hear a small sound of the bell. We will all rise, and then we bow to each other. We bow to the altar, our ancestor. And also congratulations again, the Ordination, and thank you for everyone for coming, family and friends, to support this ceremony. It's a great day and the sun is out to celebrate also. So we will have breakfast at 8 o'clock. Maybe a little bit, you can arrive a little bit later, it's okay. We can have a photo together with monastic and ordinary. And we will stand in front of the altar. And after this, after we rise and bow, we please help a hand to put a mat and cushion on the two sides first. And then we will ask also the meditation hall team to stay back to do the last arranging the hall for the talk. Today is the last day, so the housekeeping team also need some support. In your room, please be kindly to sweep and mop the room and take trash out to the big bins. And also the sheet, bring it to the west wing corridor and put in the basket so the sister can do the laundry. And also if you borrow towel or sleeping bag and then blanket, please take the sheet out of the sleeping bag and also bring the sleeping bag to the west wing area so the sister can put away and clean up. Congratulations everyone, and it was a wonderful retreat. I hope everyone enjoyed it, the retreat. So please continue to enjoy your day. Thank you.